of me thinks, oh, hang on, didn't you die?
Perhaps turning inside out will help.
Ikara, you've done everything right. Caribbean, dear son, knit together the town that your father unravelled. Kin came to power again, with the town off its back, left it for the earth to devour. Mother Bodo triumphs. Sorok had her harvest sated. She now slumbers for a long time. In the end, it turned out the way you wanted, Sabah. I wanted less. I never expected this. Neither did I. And she, Yun Kun Gibshebshi. Look at me. Ashika. How I love you. How I admire you. You are true Emshen. True know all the lines. You chose the path of love. The path of pity. Took pity on us, the weak, the dying, the doomed. Valente. I did. So, like, the implication is this is the true ending for my character, I guess, because I'm the sort of magic element of the town. I'm the person curing with herbs. I'm the yokel. Whereas, even though the surgeon, no, I'm the surgeon. Is he a chemist? The scientist, the bachelor. Even though he argued to keep the polygon, this wasn't even about keeping the polygon. This was about leveling the town. The polygon's just, I guess, the magical, yet another magical thing. Whereas in the first game, it was literally about preserving the polygon, because that might cure the town, and the town is the poison. This is what I mean by it being different. And I've had to kind of look into the original game. And this is my worry. Like, everyone, the H Bomber Guy video is like, no, play this. This is the good version. Like, the first game is a game that is less game and more of an idea, and this is the game. But I'm like, is it? Can you go into this game not having played the first one? Because the first one's got a lot of the interpretation done, and it's forced upon you. The other thing is, I sort of made death meaningless, which may have been the point. Like, it's all interesting. And by the way, I really did enjoy playing this game. I'm not like abandoning it, throwing away. Oh my god, how dare the game be? How dare I have cheated myself out of the game? But like, I can't help but think of a hypothetical playthrough where somebody made got to the end without playing the original game, without looking up hints, but actually did do like the Ripper and did do Panacea, and like that seems like the first playthrough. Is that possible without knowing about the original game? Like, has anyone gone in not knowing? Or has surely a non-zero amount of people have had that playthrough. But whenever you read about it, it's people who played the original game, or it's people that went, yeah, I saw a video, and so is there anyone seeing it from the intended perspective? Because I worry that at least coming from the first game might be a better perspective than coming from recommendations. Because now, like, a lot of my insight just came from a 10-minute video of a Russian comparing this game and the last game, and I was like, oh, of course the Haruspex is considered this, like, brute, this murderous. I didn't see him as that, but of course it is, and it's why it's sort of in one of the things this game is doing is like dropping hints that, yeah, you'll come back as the Bachelor and he'll do it smarter, he's the clever one. But I know in the first game that he's a pretentious twat. Like, but I guess in this version, he's not. Like, in this version, he might actually be the voice of reason, and I'm just this yokel. I've lost the sound, but I don't know if that's because it was just going, ah, my headphones are like, that's not real sound. I just wanted to preserve the sliver of miraculous in this world. You came from your father's inheritance, Emshen. Following the lines, drawing the lines. Do I actually have no power? I legitimately have no sound. Emshen, yes. You wove the town back into its proper shape and never betrayed your people. We stared at you mutely, said our goodbyes, resigned ourselves to fate, yet you never abandoned the weak, never abandoned us. I like to think that, but the sound pest will return and destroy those enough Shabbat. Us pay. Stop it. Temper your rapture. Oshklada, go. I'll always watch over you from beneath the earth's skin. I will watch over you wherever I can reach. I will protect you, Mother Bodo. Shall caress your step. See you again someday. I kind of want to see if I can get in the tower. Alright, fine.
Look here, it's as if I was peeking.
I'll be the mistress of bulls. How about the mistress of the kin instead? Berchet, and who will you be? Well, I was just looking for someone to help me. You're the one everyone will listen to after all. Bikara, you're a good man. You've got funny ears, but that's alright. That'll do. I'll be the mistress of the bulls. Well, what about the kin, though? The kin are bulls. There are people in it, too. Nuh-uh. More bulls than people now. Much less human than before. So awesome now. Come see for yourself. Will you come? Oh yeah, I will have to now, someday. I'll become a new mistress. Have you figured it out? Can you at least tell me now, who are you? I am. What kind of human are you? I don't know if I'm good or evil, stupid words anyway, but I'm trying to be gentle to others and hard on myself. I know how to sympathize and not to judge. Try to love whoever I touch. That's the only answer I have. Well, that's what I wanted to hear.
When sugar dissolves in tea, it's not lost, is it? Neither will you be.
What does that mean, Grace? Did you know the north wind is silver, the east wind is musky, the dawn wind is white, and the west wind is violet? Musky, is that a colour too? Of course not, it's a smell, and a taste too. Why do most winds have colours, but this one has a smell? An odd classification. More interesting this way. If the winds were red, blue, yellow and green, they'd be very bland, don't you think? What about red, blue, white and black? I've seen that somewhere before. Why did you tell me this? Our mistresses used to be unbearably straightforward, black and white, dark and light, evil and good, wild and warm, too simple. It'll be more compelling now. I'm glad the dead will have their own mistress, for personal reasons. You're not the only one. The town is more dead than living now. I hope you take good care of them. Oh, I do get to go upstairs. And from the video, I know what was in the tower in the first game. I'll have to get the marble nest as well. But I think that's only like one day. It was a pathologic change in many lives. Mine included. Filled me to the brim. What? Of According to certain treaties on war, each type of terrain requires a particular approach. If there's a mountain ahead, a river to the right, starvation to the left, and further ahead, the terrain is called desperate. Treaties give only one piece of advice for overcoming it. Fight. Makes sense. We're wasting years copying what already existed, and have no time to add anything original on top. A shame. Feels wrong for me to make confessions. No pressure. I'll have you know that we used to want to change the world, and perhaps we still did. A bit. But lately it seems to me that all we're doing is trying to translate someone's childhood traumas and dreams. Wake that child up, and it all evaporates. What do you mean? It's a capricious child. Every day demands more strength and attention than I could possibly have. Yet every minute I spend on it is paid in spades. It feels like I'm about to burst. Stole my time, but gave me a family. Cheers? I constantly feel like a messenger has been shot for bringing bad news. Another sky. Witness another sky. Head deep in a second outbreak. Feel like I've grasped the idea of death, extracted its essence, and that is present in the living too. Now I write my observations down, while I'm yet unliving. He wore a magic pie, a letter, silken, at gunpoint, blam, and asphalt drawings. Can't say it. Are your words falling apart too? Can it be contagious? No, I'm fine. I accidentally shifted the trajectory of my life. This world wields uncanny power, changes anyone who touches it, playing it as a challenge, making it even more so. I'm not sure if I've made a terrible mistake when I rushed into it. I still struggle to evaluate my degree of responsibility for all this. I offered so many ideas, yet made so few decisions. So how much of the result is on me? You asking me? It's got designs on. Would it have seen the light of day without me? Most certainly. I hope my participation made it better. I dissolved in it, breathed in it. Where is reality going now? Dunno, it just trudges on. I like new beginnings. Anticipation is the most invigorating part. That's why I introduced it so late. Oh well. Relatable. I failed to hold all that was dear to me. Put it all in this altar. The sticky terror makes me lose control of my thoughts. But it's too late to give up. I go all in. My main fear is missing the opportunity to do something that matters. It is my door to leaving something after I go. I gave up everything to go through the door. But I don't really know what's on the other side. Are you two twins? I like it. It's a story of strong people in a tough situation. A story of responsibility. The will to cleanse your doubts. The power to go on despite the exhaustion and mistakes. The wrongness and incomprehensibility. It's hard but meaningful. I'm happy to be here. Good for you. This is a bizarre time that started with the courageous do as you please and delved into this is the only way to go. I'm not sure anything I wanted to say found its way here. I see. Each new person was hope of miraculous salvation. But a year ago we finally faced it. No one had any obligations to become our saviour. What about me? I'm here because they're dead. Who is to die so we stop failing? Is that all right? I'm happy. Oh, hello. I think tackling the fourth wall so directly is kind of tasteless in the modern world. You're being serious. My true desire was for this town to never have a directional goal marker, not even once. It's intellectually offensive. Who do you have to be to thrust a map marker under a free person's nose, saying, "Here is your goal. You're too lazy and stupid to figure it out on your own. I'm not without mercy towards lesser minds, so I'll do the work for you. Go there. Go, and don't forget to thank me for choosing a goal for you. Love, the powers that be." But that's not how it turned out. Isn't it? 5 years of my life, several hours of your leisure. Embarking on a journey, we often think that the goal is to get somewhere, and it may take years of wandering to see that it was never about the destination at all. Oh, come on. I love you all. Oh, if I've forgotten someone... I don't think I did. I know we're over time now. Well, I told you my thoughts away. So, this is... interesting. At least some of these thoughts sound like they're just coming from the developer directly. Which I guess is... or the idea of just designing in general. Of course, you're not really designing worlds, you're designing stories. In that way, the polyhedron does make sense. It's this impossible thing. Stories have meaning that come from without. You write a story, and the story only contains the things you wrote about. But the intent comes from outside. It doesn't matter how much you hide it. There's always the author's in there. There's no way to completely eliminate the author. Although I guess if you have many authors, you can sort of erode.
My patrons have spurned me, turned me out of their house, but they'll pay for it.
Oh yeah, is there even a theatre? We'll try going there. Why not? At first, I thought the steppe couldn't reach this quarter. The upper town, the stone yard, never welcomed the steppe. It was tough for them here. Too high. Lads used to say worms are the best suited to the soil, but this place is all stone and sky. It was the Kane's territory, a different town. Ours, but different. Why are they here? Why are they still sitting by the crucible looking at the cathedral? Why do they care? Did they come to pray? Pray to what? Time flows differently now. Can you feel it? Kane said the cathedral changes time itself. That's why they made it. But who would believe that? Brown, do you find it believable? Fair enough. Anyway, kid, I clearly see what I've done now. I guess it's for the best. What have you done? So that's what the doctor's oath was all about, preserving life. I preserved all living things. Even the sandpest? Yes, kid. Even the sandpest. I guess we could save our game at the very least. Because there might be another video in all this. Ah.
My path was called the Return of Magic. I wanted...
Okay. Can you leave? You're not.
My path
Who are
was
you?
called the Angel of Death. I'm not sure myself why I was in the caravan.
Did I miss out because I went into the church too fast?
You need an upper hand, a foot in the door, a head. Let's leave that one screwed on for now.
Command, I didn't wait. Who are you? Don't know. No one. Who are you? The man who tore this town apart. Bound it back together. Back here, I came round, I guess. I was desperate at first. I thought we'd failed utterly. Okay, this is the same. One. Where's the real one? Step out of their feeble body. The right to connect two things, you must first break them apart, because connection implies difference and previous separation. New connections defeat death. I have been in multiple shapes before I assumed a consistent form. As the ancient poet once said, who are you? This question is a trap. Okay. Can I leave the theatre? I can. Huh! Could I have done that last time as well? I'm glad I left the theatre. I guess that was always a choice, right? Leave the theatre or go backstage. Okay. I've been John Proxy. I've been having a pathologic adventure. This adventure. Please consider subscribing. Please leave a comment. I enjoy those. And I never say it until I'm at the credits screen. Which is this. We might as well sit for it. I don't think it's going to be long. But I believe we are done with the game. I could try and do the bad ending. And sort of cut it into the last video. There's two bad endings, right? There's taking the deal, which would be difficult to do. I'd have to load like a really old thing and play for ages. Or I think I can not find the courier, and I think that'll get me an ending as well. So what I could do... Yeah, that actually... You know what? Since this has already gone like 15 minutes over time, I could probably make another video. Should I skip this song then? I don't know. You know what? So the final child, I think, I didn't check, is the town. So you always fail if you don't save the town, presumably. So this sounds like saving the polyhedron is the Haruspex's true ending? Because but I never saw Capella, now that I think about it. But I'm worried I missed out because I didn't look through the town. I went into the church. Maybe the church... Like, I don't know if the town actually survived, though. Either way, if I do carry on, it's gonna make this video kind of awkwardly cut at some point. And I'm not sure where that awkward cut's gonna be. And am I really interested in the bad ending? I kind of am, yeah. I was gonna say I paid for this game, but it didn't. It cost me £1 because of... It cost me a few pounds, I guess, because of the Xbox thing. Right, this is the Broken Heart. There were no people here, because I've not yet had the conversation with the people downstairs. I am going to wait out the clock. And yeah, we're going to see the bad ending. We just have to wait till 10, right? Hello, cow. Could I have murdered that cow to get blood? And I might... At some point, I'll come back to this game and try and get all the actual quests done. Because maybe that's the real ending, right? Saving everyone, and then we can see how the two endings pan out with everyone actually being alive. But being alive only seems to matter in one of the endings. Hunger's not going up that much. There we go. Late. Be late to the ending of your own story. Tisk tisk, you're late. For shame, sir, for shame. What's going on? Where am I? You're late? You quite definitively didn't make it. Come on, collect your payment. Don't detain us further. Is there really nothing that can be done? Was it that difficult a task? Not at all, if you ask me. Of course, would have involved some legwork, but you were given enough time. And you never found those wretched papers, meaning you never wanted to. Move along. What's going on outside? What's the town up to? Was it shelled or not? Town's gone, my dear. The show's been interrupted due to lack of interest on the part of the protagonist, right at the climax too. Who does something like this, stopping the whole thing just short of the denouement? It's a question for you, sir, not for me. It's nothing but questions with you people.
wasn't me, I swear. Everyone's against me, but I'm guiltless.
One's as bad as the other, and the other, and the other. One thinks he's a head above the rest, but loses heart. The other's light on his feet, but turns a blind eye to everything that matters. None of you can save everyone. Play it as you like. I'll be the one that cleans up your mess after anyway. You never volunteered to be the first. You're welcome to go on stage yourself.
I'm no positivist. There are things in this world beyond our mundane perception.
Totem revolutum. Totem revolutum. No, damn it. Revolutum. What's wrong with you, Emshen? Hush, you'll destroy my focus. Scienticia potentia. Scientia. Enunciate the ski more crisply. Perhaps. Maybe.
The show must go off.
You're late. It's not like I missed my train. Who knows? Actually, I wasn't planning on coming home in the first place. You were late. You didn't make it in time. Do you understand? The theatre is about being on time. To the minute. Being late is unforgivable. One person is late and everything is ruined. You let everybody down. Everybody. I don't even know how I'm supposed to go on working with you. We'll never come to anything this way. Anything whatsoever. I don't know what you want from me. I'm forced to cancel the rehearsal. You're free to go. What a bliss. Free at last. No! At least you died in this one, didn't you? Just turned up dead. Well, fuck you for doing that in front of me. Can I even get out of here? Or am I just trapped in this room? I think this is similar to the other ending anyway. The one where you take the deal. You just don't get an ending. Just traps you in this room forever, I guess. Well, hang on, if she's officially dead, is she in here now? I shall look for her.
My path was called Earth. Why the black soil is not.
What was I going to look at? No one cares about me. Right. Well, I guess I should let you go. Thought there'd be a little bit more to it than that. But I guess that's the point. I'll look up to see you just in case, but I've been John Proxy. I've been having a Pathologic 2 adventure. I've just finished one. I'd say it's a bit of a whimper, but not really. I've actually achieved the actual endings.